going for my Christmas trip to Åland. I had to get up pretty early and we had some new snow going down. I took the subway into the city and from there I walked to the ferry. It was a nice and cold morning, not too windy. As soon as I got to the ferry, I went for the breakfast. Then I explored the ferry a bit and go out and take some fresh air. Then it's time to head to the spa. They have a snow cave, and after that I spend most of the time in the jacuzzi. We're soon arriving to Åland, and then I have to get another ferry that will take me to the end of my trip. I have an ice cream and enjoy the weather before I get to my sister's house. On Christmas I get my mother and my cousin to join me for a nice cold swim. We take the car to my cousin's house and then we walk down to the water. We're going to swim in the boathouse and we have some ice in there. I have to light the 4th Advent candle and here's my cousin going into the water. Then it's my time to swim around for a bit. Then we walk back to the car and get back to my sister's house for the Christmas dinner. Look at all this delicious food. Next day, we're going for a swim, but first we're going to say hello to my Uncle Stig. Skål på dig, Stig. After that, I'm off for another swim. I went to this place last year and had a swim as well. I swim around for a bit, enjoying the cold water, while my dad stands guard. Swim around for a bit and it's time to head to my Uncle Stig's house to say hello to his wife, Dorita. On the way there we pick up my mother, say a quick hello, then I go to the house where my father grew up. Have a look around before it's time to head back to my sister's house. The next day we're heading back home to Sweden. We get to the ferry quite early, so we have some time to look around. It's a lovely and beautiful morning, nice and quiet. Then we get onto the ferry before we get to the main island of Åland. We drive around a bit to have a look around before we get to the last ferry that will take us home to Sweden. My parents drive me all the way home. We don't get home too late, so I have time to go for my evening swim. It's a nice and cold evening, we have some new snow out. And there's no other people out, so I have the swim place all to myself. I'm gonna do 2 TikTok videos while I'm there. So of course we have the duck and ice cream with us before we get into the nice cold waters. I swim around for a bit, making the TikTok videos before it's time for me to get out of the water, dry off and head back home. Bye bye guys.